What is going on, guys? Horizon here, and today I am bringing you another replay review today of one of my viewers whose name is Billiards. We are taking a look here at what is, I believe, platinum level gameplay. I was told that he has just recently gotten to Diamond 1. I don't know exactly what MMR this replay is, but I'm going to assume somewhere in the platinum range, and based on the look of the gameplay, that is what I am expecting. And if any of you are interested in having a replay reviewed, all I ask is that you, number 1, subscribe to the channel, and number 2, check out the description down below. You will see a link to a Discord server. If you hop on into that server and DM me the word replay, we can get you squared away and set up for one of these for yourself. So, we are gonna take a look at this game and see what Billiards gets up to here, and we will go through and just see what we can see. So let's go ahead and get started right on off here. Rockin' the dingo, you love to see it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so, right here, to start out. So one thing you never want to do is get stuck under the ball like this. So right here, as soon as this ball goes up, you have two choices. Either A, you go up the wall and try to make a play on this ball, which I'm assuming you're not comfortable with based on the fact that you're sitting here on the ground. Or number 2, you just leave the play. Go bump the goalie, go do something, but especially, sitting under the ball is bad enough, but especially when it's in your opponent's corner, someone is going to come do something either to you or to this ball that is going to make you sitting here completely obsolete. And this is what happens. Bang! Yeah, that's to be expected. The faster you can do things, the better. Very nice challenge here. So here's what's good about this. So, you see right here, erotic smoke. Okay, we're just calling that guy Smoke. So Smoke's just landed, but he's in front of the ball. So the chance of him being able to make a turn and a play on this is really low. And as you're boosting here, like if he goes to make a play on this, you could easily turn off. But as soon as you see that he's not going, yeah, just bang that shot. Beautiful. Perfectly done. Let us continue. Okay, so kickoffs. Something you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start flipping on kickoffs. Whatever kind of flip that is, start with a front flip. It's the easiest thing to do. And there are many a kickoff tutorial on YouTube that will help you establish kickoffs. But you want to avoid driving straight like this because you will get to the ball slower than pretty much everyone else who is flipping. So I would advise you to go into free play and just start drilling out flipping on kickoff and getting used to flipping on kickoff. I know Sandman does it, but I think he's the only person who has lasted that high into the ranks with not flipping on kickoff. So, that will help you going forward, so I would work on that. I'd like to see you attacking this ball a little bit faster too, because as soon as that touch happens, that's a free ball. Astral can't recover to that. I would just full speed challenge this, because this is a free touch, and the faster you go, the less time the other team has to react. So I would try to go here as fast as possible. You kind of hesitate, and luckily you still get it around him, but it's a lot closer of a play. Another thing, when you're making these touches on the sidewall like this, the ball is coming down, you're making this touch, you don't want to flip. Because if you flip into this, your recovery time slows down so much because you're not able to land with your wheels on the wall right away. Instead, if you jump into this, and then air roll your car slightly so that your wheels land back on the wall, that's what you're gonna want to do. Yeah, you see how you land on your ceiling there, or your roof. If you had air rolled your wheels, it would have been much better. Oh my. Oh wait, oh my gosh, you still score it. Okay, let's talk about this one. So, it's free. It's free, dude. You don't have to panic. There's no way Smoke's getting that ball. Just drive at it. Boost and drive. You don't need to jump, because this ball is also not bouncing up. If anything, it's bouncing out. You are so lucky that Smoke had given up on that play. But yeah, don't jump when you don't have to. You have 0 boost as well. You can't correct anything, so just drive at that. While you're on the ground, you can still react to pretty much anything. Once you jump, you're committed. You're full-scale committed. Once again, learn to flip on kickoff. That guy did a weird delay. Okay. This is a goal, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So here's the thing. This ball. You know it's going to be closer to the other team. Doesn't matter when you do it, anytime you're going to get your opponent's corner boost, unless you guys are actively applying pressure in the opponent's half, is dangerous. Because you are leaving your teammate completely alone and completely stranded, which is never something you want to do. I don't know quite what Red Russian God is doing here, because he's not really defending anything. But you see how fast you're coming back. If you had gone and gotten the mid boost instead of their corner, you would have been back for this, no question. No question, no problem, would have definitely been back for this. So don't commit too far downfield when you don't have to, especially when you don't know who's going to have the next touch on the ball. Because if we go back and look one more time, you don't actually know who's going to be first to this. So, going all the way to their corner when you don't know who's going to win this ball is a really risky decision, and it ends up biting you. Bar cheats? Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow, you are lucky that no one challenged. So, okay. You have 57 boost. So I would like to see you build up the confidence to be able to go get this. Because this is currently a free touch. But to just leave it hovering in the middle of the field is absolutely terrifying. At the higher ranks, you will be punished for this every single time. You cannot leave a ball floating like this. At the very least, you need to be retreating all the way back to net. Like, if you're not going to touch this ball, you need to go back to net. But I would jump for this. You have plenty of moves, I would just go get this and try to play it to a safe place. Most likely the right side wall is probably the best spot you have, but don't leave it in the middle of the field like that. Oh dear, no. You are so lucky that no one challenged. Nice catch on the dribble, nice flick as well. Leave some pressure. Again, you don't need to jump so early. So, like, I know you don't know who's going to win this ball, you or Astral. You probably can't tell who's closer. But at the very worst right now, this is a 50-50. If you don't feed him to this ball, you're 50-ing it. So I would like to see you wait for this ball to come down a little bit more before jumping. Because if you had waited for it to come down now, like at this point, you'd notice that there's no way Astral's beating this ball, so this is a free touch. You could possibly do a little bit more with this, maybe chip it up the wall, chip it in the midfield, do something with it, but instead you jump really early and flat out whiff it. Russian God taking control. I would like you to be a little bit closer to this play, because you are so far away that anything that happens with this ball, there is no way you can react to it. Being this far back, it doesn't matter what kind of challenge Russian God gets, it's going to be the blue team's possession, because you can't reach it. Again, this is another situation where you want to go early. If you're going to aerial for this, you want to go early. If you're going to wait, you're going to wait for the ball to come down to the ground. You're not going to wait to go for a really weird angled aerial. So instead of waiting, if you go earlier, you would be able to get a much more solid contact on this ball. You still do a really nice job of playing it to a safe place, and that's what I would have wanted to see you do with the ball that was like over your head earlier, is just play it to that safe place. That was really good, because now you're also in a position where you can follow it up, if that makes sense. Lovely beat there on that guy. Oh my. Well. All good. Good cutoff here. So, okay. So, number one, doing that turn is really risky because you currently now have almost no chance to defend the back post here. If the shot gets ripped towards the back post, you're toast. I would have liked to see you take a bit of a wider turn towards that back post to be able to defend more of the goal. Because with where you are now and the fact that you spun completely 180 and now have no momentum, you're in a rough spot to defend. So you want to be able to keep your options open. And right now you're shutting off a majority of them except a shot that's coming right at you. I also would like to see you attack this pass a little bit earlier. And since you're here, you don't even let smoke possibly touch this ball. Just go get it right now. Because you can actually probably shoot this. If you hook the right side of the ball and put this on net, that's a goal. Either way, you get the save. Grabbing the moose, smart. Good try, good try. Okay, so that happens. I like the effort, right? If you jump off the wall here, you probably have a better chance of hitting it. Because you're at a good angle, right? You're right there. If you just jump off the wall, you probably get a touch on this. But I understand what you're trying to do, and I appreciate what you're trying to do, because I don't think it's a bad play. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work out. So your touches either need to be really hard and be really far away from anyone, or they need to keep the ball close to yourself. You can't be just rolling the ball lightly down the field because the other team's going to take advantage. You still want to wait for the bounce here, right? Because if you wait for the bounce, you're going to have control of this ball. So you could actually wait for the bounce, pop it up, maybe just do a pop-up to another touch. That can be threatening. Banging into the backboard would be good. Banging into the corner is good. You don't want to be too loose with this touch, though, because that touch just gives away possession. Because it's not hard, it doesn't give you any opportunity to follow up and kind of just rolls to the other team. It's fine. Okay, interesting touch. Learn how to half flip, because that would be useful in this situation. Just look up a half flip tutorial. You're going to want to learn how to half flip. No other comment, just learn how to half flip because you will be in a much better spot. I think your teammate was trying to go for a bump. This is going to be unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So you're doing the right thing, right? You're flipping back. You need to pick up every boost pad you can and boost immediately. Like, the fact that you're not boosting is a little discouraging because you pick up that pad, you should be using it. Pick up that pad, you should be using it. You're not going to get back, but it's still good practice to be fully committing and boosting to try to get to everything. Here's a note. Don't call out your teammates in chat. And here's why. So asking your teammate why they did something, number one, will just tilt them. And number two, they already probably know they made a mistake, so they don't need you to point it out to them. Yeah, so don't do that. Your teammate's nowhere to be seen, always in net. Okay, yeah, this is what I mean. So now, you asked him why he pushed. So now he's like, fine, I just won't push at all, and I'll just sit in net. So this is the risk you run. Because if you hadn't said that, he would have just kept playing normally. But now that you said that, now he wants to prove a point. So now he's just gonna play defense. So this is you reap what you sow, man. This is what happens. Yeah, look at it, he's just not pushing the ball. It's fine, follow it up. Nice control. Would have liked to see you just push this. I don't think you need to cut this in field. I think you're going fast enough that if you just hit this off the corner, you might be able to get to the goal fast enough, or at the very least, it will turn into something good. You don't really want to make this touch, right? Because this ball is going nowhere but up your back wall. It's not going to bounce off. It's going to roll up. So you can literally just let this go, and then try to take control of it from the wall. Hitting it like this is once again just getting away possession and making things awkward. Also, fantastic recovery. I think that's one thing you can really work on, is just recovering onto your wheels faster. I'd like to see you attacking this ball a little bit earlier too. Put pressure on Astral. Currently he has too much space. But look at what Astral does here, because this is actually really good. This is very similar to the situation you were in, except you're not as close as they were. But he lets it bounce, and then plays it once it reaches the wall. So he plays with patience. If you challenge that a little bit earlier, he doesn't have that opportunity. You want to try to make life as awkward as possible for the other team. You don't have to full commit every time. Just be there and force them to move around you. Teammate is cool. That's fine. Okay, so this is another situation where as soon as you see this, that's your ball. Just go. Because to wait is just going to allow the other team time to get in here. Russian God had a loose touch. Just go get that ball. You have full boost. Just go get it. I know you probably didn't know he was turning off yet, but yeah, just go get that ball. Ooh, placement? Ooh. So this is where we're going to talk about fast aerials, though. Because you jumped twice, so you did your double jump. Then you tilted your car back. Then you started boosting. It was like a 4-step process. So what you need to do instead is jumping while boosting, tilting back, and jumping again. You will get much higher with much more pace, which means you can hit this ball a lot harder. So yeah, just work on your fast aerials. That'll also go a long way. If you can aerial faster than everyone else, you will, not surprisingly, beat a lot of people to the ball. You still got a nice shot, but it could have been faster. Moving on. Okay. So, on these situations, they're not going for kickoff. You need to do something with this ball. Whether that means picking it up on a dribble or just trying to shoot this top shelf, which in all honesty at this rank is probably hard for them to reach, you can't just do this though. Because now you've just given away possession. Also, your teammates behind you, go starve that boost. That left corner, go get it. And then that would majorly starve them out for any future play they might have planned. Okay. So, right there. You can see your teammate. He's actually moving. I would like to see this be a pass. Because there is zero chance with how slow this ball is moving and with where it's positioned that you're going to score this. So you should be chipping this out midfield for your teammate. Not saying it would have been a great play either way, because that ball was going so slow, but trying to get it out would have been a lot better of an option. Oh my. Okay, so this is another situation where you make life really hard on yourself, because before you jump for this, you're not even boosting, but you come to basically a complete stop. Which means that when you go to aerial for this, you literally are not moving towards the ball at all, except for what your boost can propel you to. So you should carry momentum into this aerial. The way I like to do it is if I want to slow down at all, I will give one quick brake tap. I will not come to almost a complete halt. I will tap the brake, and then I will jump. And then same thing with the aerial. Do the same technique. Just work on that double jump aerial, because it'll go a long way. Nice. Okay. Ooh, go shoot that. Oh, go shoot that. That is a wide open net. Go get that. You have 40 boost. You're going to meet Astral 2D. He's too slow. Go shoot that. As soon as that opportunity presents itself, that's a shot. Every time. He drove right past the ball. That needs to be punished. That should be a goal. Too slow to react. Unfortunate. Again, this is an opportunity to starve that boost. The ball is kind of going to do this work of rolling around the wall a bit for you because of the angle that it's coming at. So you can go get that boost and then worry about the ball. You don't want to leave boosts in situations where it is beneficial for the other team for there to be boost. Again, recovery is a little awkward. Make sure you're working on that. Good demo attempt by your teammate. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this whole play. So number one, you land here. Russian God's pushing towards Erotic, so that's fine. He's pressuring the ball at least. What you don't want to do here is you don't want to go all the way back to your net. And the reason why is because even at this rank, if you give the other team the entire field of space, they will more than likely punish you. So Russian God goes for a demo and he misses it. As soon as he misses that, like, you shouldn't even be this far away. Because there's no shot that Smoke is shooting that from that far out. So I would like to see you be around this boost pad. Right now. Because from there you could have recovered back to net if you needed to. But you also can challenge this ball. Because what you don't want to do is give him this whole field. By giving him this much space, he now gets to do whatever he wants. Just shadow this ball. And realistically, it's on the ground, so you can challenge this at any point. You don't want to give him this much space. Russian tries to close the gap, and then you just both get taken out of the play. Oof. Oh, dude, stop doing this. Stop typing. You know why? Because he was closing down the space that was left wide open in the middle of the field. That's why. Again, don't ask your teammates why they're doing things. Okay, realize in any situation, if you think your teammate has made a mistake, 95% of the time, you have also made a mistake. So that's a big mental hurdle to get over. When you go back and actually watch what happens, you can realize, oh shoot, yeah, I messed up there, which then caused him to be put in this awkward situation, which then caused the goal to go in. So there's always blame going around. It's never just on one person. There's always something that you could have done better in every play to help your teammate out. It's an important thing to realize. It's a hard thing to realize, but it's an important thing to realize. Yeah, okay, so, right here. I understand that you see that he is struggling. However, you going for this is going to help absolutely none. Currently, Russian God is doing a great job of being a meat shield for this ball. because there's not much of a chance that the other team has of getting it through him without him getting a touch on it. So currently, if I were you, I would be setting up to defend whatever comes out of this challenge that's about to happen. Because the other team sees him struggling, and they're going to come challenge the ball. You're beat here. No shot. Yeah. If you had backed off, you would have had the save. So, yeah. Don't push there. Yeah, this is the other thing that messaging your teammates opens you up to. Because when you make the exact same mistake, they can get on your case for it. As long as he has control, there is nothing that you trying to go get that ball will do to help. Don't challenge the ball off of your own teammate. Also, please stop messaging your teammate. You're getting to a point where you're focused more on chat than the game. And that's a bad thing. Also, that last goal was definitely 100% on you. That wasn't even your teammate's fault. Yeah, you struggled with that dribble, but the fact that you lunged in, you left the goal open. That was on you. 100%. When you see your teammate in front of you, on the ball, even if you know they don't really have a touch on it, you have to let them just stay. Because you jumping in is going to help absolutely none. Somehow your teammate is still saying nice shot, I don't understand. In fairness, it was a nice shot. This is very nice control. To get this block, beautiful. You control it up the wall, very nice. You do a very nice job of controlling the ball on dribbles when you want to. I think the next step for you is to learn to control the ball in the air. Because dribbles are looking pretty solid. In all honesty, I think you've had 2 dribble plays this game that have ended up in goals. Oh, no, 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 no. You just committed the cardinal sin of Rocket League. What did I say like 30 seconds ago? I feel like you're focusing more on chat than the game. Never type in chat instead of going for kickoff. I think the biggest hurdle you're going to have to overcome is a mental one. Because I think you're going to need to learn to just deal with whatever teammate you have. Don't flame them. Don't get on their case. Don't message them in chat. And certainly don't send a message while you're supposed to be playing. Guaranteed your teammate's going to have a comment here in a few seconds. Oh yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that, 100%. Stop typing in play. I agree with your teammate. Somehow, you're gonna score this, aren't you? Oh my gosh. There's no way you should be winning this game. No way. Absolutely no way. Oh man. You're typing again, aren't you? Oh, for crying out loud. Yes, it is on YouTube, and I'm going to call out every mistake that you personally make. There's a lot you can learn from this. So, number 1, we'll start with the most important things, which I think are mentally. Number 1, do not blame your teammate for everything. Number 2, don't message your teammate in chat unless it's to say they did something well. To message them because you think they messed up is a big mistake, because they know they messed up. So they don't need you telling them that they messed up, because they already understand. In terms of the actual gameplay, I would say that number 1, you do a very nice job of controlling the ball on dribbles. I'd like to see you incorporate more of a flick game into your dribbles, but in terms of recognizing when you have space and taking the ball down is really good. I would also encourage you to get used to using your right stick to swivel your camera to look for where the opponents are, just to make sure that they're not challenging you out of a place you're not aware of. In terms of things you can work on, number 1, recoveries. Just air rolling your car to land on your wheels will go a long way. Number 2, when you go for touches on the wall, make sure you're not, along the wall, make sure you're not flipping, because that will make it harder to recover. Just jump once, and then get the touch and air roll your wheels back to the wall so you can land properly. Number 3, I think fast aerials could use some work. If you can get better and faster at those, you'll be on your way to much higher ranks, I think. And then also just general confidence in terms of going for aerials. You seem very hesitant in terms of actually wanting to go for them, basically only going for them when you have to. I think that will do it. There was definitely a lot of information. So thank you once again to Billiards for submitting this replay for review. Once again, if any of you would like a replay reviewed of your own, all you have to do is, number 1, subscribe to the channel, and number 2, head over to the Discord in the description and DM me the word replay. And of course, before we wrap things up for the day, I do just want to take a quick moment to give today's subscriber shout out to Potato and Ketchup. I just want to thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and helping this community grow, as I greatly appreciate it. And if any of you are interested in getting a subscriber shout out of your own, all you have to do is click that bright red subscribe button right down below as I select a random subscriber to shout out in every single video. So thank you everybody so much for watching, as I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. If you have any other video ideas or suggestions, feel free to leave those down in the comments as well. As always, I look forward to checking those out. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.